Well, the nation's capital will have a good matchup on their hands this Sunday. Heisman Trophy winners turn faces of the franchise. Caleb Williams of the Bears and Jayden Daniels there, the Commanders, taking off and taking flight. Two of the youngest QBs in the game. And Jayden's become that front runner when it comes to Offensive Rookie of the Year. But Caleb Williams is starting to find his swag a little bit, now having the Bears at 4-2, over 500. But this meeting between the two has some history. Take a look at it. The first meeting between the two entering with a winning record since 1991, the season when Washington won the Super Bowl back in the day. Both teams have stirred up some history there. Washington averaging 31 points per game since 1983. We've seen those numbers when they lost the Super Bowl, but the Bears, when it comes to their defense, similar numbers with the fewest points allowed in 16.8 since Super Bowl VII. And when it comes to the QBs, Williams and Daniels will be the sixth matchup between rookies that were drafted 1 and 2 since 1967. For more on the Bears and Commanders, the man who will be on the call, Jim Nantz, joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. And Jim, it's been a while since we've been able to say Washington and Chicago in a meaningful NFC battle. Makes you think of those Joe Gibbs and Mike Ditka days, but does it kind of give you that same energy here?
Well, first off, good morning. Thanks for having me on. I think what it also sparks a memory of for me is back in the days when CBS had the NFC package, and Chicago and Washington, that was the type of game that we would be broadcasting every weekend. It's one of our golden oldies on our air, and it's very fitting that it lands in our lap this week in the national window late afternoon on Sunday for the whole nation to enjoy. I'm so excited about this matchup. It was not on our radar when the season began. Truly, it was supposed to be the Philadelphia at Cincinnati game. It was supposed to be the national game. But the story here is just too rich. Both teams doing so well. Both quarterbacks excelling and getting comfortable. We just hope Jayden is going to be able to play on Sunday. It's they say day to day, week to week. I don't have any inside information on that, but my hunch is he'll play, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when these two are on the same field.
Yeah, we're all the same here when it comes to Caleb and Jayden. They've just been knocking out the park. Of course, you mentioned Jayden there nursing that rib, but outside of that and his status, what have you seen from him that's impressed you so far this early in the season?
Well, I saw him 2 weeks ago play at Baltimore. That was our main game on CBS. Washington at Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson was at home. Lamar did his thing. The Ravens won the game 30-23. But I had a chance, along with Tony and Tracy, we got a chance to meet with Jayden in the production meeting. He is, man, I'm telling you, he is one impressive young man who it just feels like he's way beyond his years. Then to see it in person, see what he brings to the field physically. There's incredible precision with his throwing. You can see right there, he's almost, well, he's over 75% on the season. And a lot of these throws are with pressure, with players draped all over him or in his face. And he's able to make those tight throws into tight windows, take the hit and punishment. Now, I know that's, of course, led to the rib injury last week against Carolina, but super impressed by him. And Washington football is back. I mean, they hit on it. They just, everything hit at the right time. A great new coach and Dan Quinn, new ownership, new quarterback. And, we're going to be talking about the Commanders. They've been in a slumber for 20 years. And now they're going to be a team to watch for years to come.
You can say on the opposite side, Caleb Williams probably giving Bears fans the same type of sentiment in terms of their back. Your thoughts on what you've seen from him kind of getting his legs here the past couple of weeks?
I watched all of the Hard Knock shows in August and watched all the behind-the-scenes chatter with the team and trying to get him up to speed and watching him mature and grow. And statistically, the numbers weren't great the first couple of weeks, but they're certainly good now. They sure are good now. I mean, he's completing 70% of his passes. Look at that. He's thrown 9 touchdowns. Most of them have been in recent weeks. The Bears are 4-2. And when the Chicago Bears have it going, as they do right now, the NFL takes on kind of a different persona and personality. When the Bears are good, that's such a key market. And there are so many Chicago fans all over the country that when they're good, there's a buzz about the season. So, look, it's not only just Caleb. Obviously, our focus is going to be on Caleb and Jayden. But when you talk about the Bears, you can't help but look at that fleet of receivers they have with Rome and Keenan and DJ. It's a complete transformation. I had them their last game of the season last year, week 18. Of course, Justin Fields was there. There was still the cloud over, would they keep him? Would they trade the first pick, or what would they do? But this is a whole new ball game for the Bears, and I'm very excited. I'm just very excited because these two teams, these two quarterbacks represent the future, and it's a very bright future for those teams and for the league.
Yeah, that future starts at 4:25 on CBS. And Jim, you're in for a good one. Appreciate you stopping by here on CBS Sports HQ with the Morning Buzz.
Thanks, man. It's great to be on the Morning Buzz. Great to always be talking about HQ when I'm on the air. So you guys keep it up.
We hear you. We hear you. I just want to let you know. We hear
Appreciate you. Proud of what you're doing. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You bet.
Don't forget, I mentioned, of course, that game at 4:25, but before that, that 1 o'clock hour is loaded. Eagles and Bengals, Jets and Patriots, Colts, Texans, Ravens and Browns in that AFC North. We'll get to see Jameis Winston under center for the Browns because, no Deshaun Watson due to that injury we saw not too long ago.